Oh, here we go. Time for another story. Now, some of you asked for more stories. I haven't got any more RC ones I can think of at the moment, but I've got a story that came to my mind earlier on. It's nothing to do with RC, but it was hilarious to me at the time, and it's still hilarious to me now. By the title of the video, you probably gathered what it's going to be about. So, sort of around about 2010, about 10 years ago, when I was a teenager. Yeah, I was a teenager. About 17, 18, I was probably about 18 years old, 19 years old anyway. So, I used to go out. I had various cars throughout that time. Peugeot 106, I had a Saxo VTR, and a Focus RS Mark 1. So at the time I had a Focus RS, I had a little group of friends. Used to go out and do street racing. Just race around the streets. There's a strip, a Langdon strip we called it, Lakeside, place around there. Southend-on-Sea was a good one. Go down Southend-on-Sea, do a bit of racing, a bit of watching, food, all that kind of stuff. Now, you've got to bear in mind that at that specific time, a lot of the people I hang around with were a bit younger than me, but they didn't really have. I was the only one that had a job. I had a decent income coming in. It was only me, no kids back then. No wife, no girlfriend, nothing like that. It was just me. So any money I earned was me, obviously, to put a roof over my head, but it was just for me. That was it. So, I'd buy Burger King, I'd buy people food, I'd buy people McDonald's, I'd buy them Monster drinks, Red Bulls, I'd buy them. We didn't really go out drinking alcohol. We was always out driving. So, because I always bought people things, and, I was saving up, and I had my car and everything, and if I needed petrol, I just filled it right up. Back then, to fill up the Saxo VTR was about 40 quid, get a full tank of petrol. So, everyone else was like putting £10 down, I can only afford 10 quid, and all that kind of stuff. So, because I had a job, and they didn't, or they might not have earned as much as I did back then, I had a fair amount of money for my age back then. I'd just come out of a job as a fabrication welder, and then I went into the work that I'm still doing now, but I was a tractor driver, so I was driving heavy plant. So anyway, burning money, all that kind of stuff, and everyone thought that I had loads of money for some reason. Don't know why, but I thought it was funny. I used to chuckle to myself. Everyone was like, "Oh, you must be rich." And I was like, "No, bloody, if I was rich, I wouldn't be driving this car, that's for sure." But anyway, they all thought it was funny, and I thought it was funny. So one day, I had this bright idea. Right, there used to be a television program. I think it was on Channel 4. It might have been on Channel 5, maybe even ITV. I'm not sure. I think it was Channel 4. But anyway, it was called The Secret Millionaire. Right? And what that was, if some of you have never seen that before, I don't know whether it reached overseas, but it was in England anyway. And it was a program called The Secret Millionaire. And what happens is, they get these people, these millionaires, and they come on the program. I don't know whether the millionaires contact the program or if the program contacts the millionaires. I don't know. But anyway, they come on this program, and they go into like an ordinary setting, an ordinary street, undercover as an ordinary poor person, and they just go around, and they make friends in the community, and everybody in the community thinks that they're just a new person on the block, an ordinary poor person just like them. And they're not, though. They're a millionaire, and they're making friends in the poor community, and eventually they pick a couple of people to help out. They give them £20,000, or they give them a car or something like that, and they're secret millionaire, right, because they're undercover. And I had this bright idea. Everyone seems to think that I was rich. I weren't. I never have been, and I wasn't, but everybody seemed to think that I was. So I had this bright idea. Back then, I don't know, you probably still can. You can go on the internet and you can find a website that just creates a random email address, and you can send an email anonymously. So what I did was I sent an email anonymously from the email address Sandy, what was it, at Channel 4 programs or something. I made the email address. Sandy was the name of the person that I was supposedly talking to at, I think it was Channel 4, about the program. And I made an email to myself, emailed it to me, and I said, like, we want you to come on the show, blah 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 blah, because you are a millionaire. And because I emailed it to myself, I was showing my friends. I was like, oh, I've got this email from the Secret Millionaire. They were going, what, the TV program? I was like, yeah, the TV program, the Secret Millionaire. They were like, are you a millionaire then? I was like, must be. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, look at this. And I was showing them this email. I showed everyone in the group of friends this email from this Sandy person. That was her name. Like I said, I named her just a random name, Sandy. From Sandy.
Dad, your cheeks so hairy.
Bloody hell, sorry about that. Bit of a makeup touch up there from the minion. Anyway, yeah, so I sent this email from this random person, Sandy, to myself, saying about being on that show and all that kind of stuff, and they want me there. And I'm showing everyone this email. And they're all going, oh, whoa, you're actually a millionaire. And I'm like, yeah, guess this does make me a millionaire, and all this kind of stuff, And it went on for months. I never told anyone that it was a joke, right? So for after that, they all thought I was a millionaire. But the thing is, some of them had been round to my home, where I live, obviously, and things like that. So they all knew that I weren't really a millionaire, but they all thought that I were. That sometimes they'd ask me questions like, why ain't you got a big home and nice car and all that? And I'm like, well, I've just got what I've got, I'm happy with what I've got. Money's just money. And I'm coming up with all these things, But, see, the thing is, none of those, to me at the time, that was hilarious. And, another thing I did, because it was getting towards the end of it really, I was getting sick of it. Not sick of it, but it was a long joke that had gone on for months, and it came down to Christmas time. And, everyone was getting each other little presents and things. And I decided, right, let's have a big laugh here. For me, but I don't think anyone got my sense of humour. But, so what I did was I went to this shop called the Factory Shop, right? And I got a load of presents, right? I only spent probably about 20 quid. For the girls in the group, I got Barbie dolls and things like that. And for the boys, the men in the group, I got things like a poster of a woman playing tennis and action men and things like that. And I said to them, right, meet me at this car park for this time. I've got a boot full of presents for you all, Christmas presents. And I don't know what they were expecting, but when they got there and I was like, right, Jason, there you go, yeah, Phil, yeah, handing out all these presents. Bloody cheap knockoff Barbie dolls and bloody cheap action men, posters. This chap Jason, he was a good friend. I don't know what's happened to him. He stopped talking to me. No wonder why. I got him a poster of a woman with a tennis racket hitting a tennis ball, and she was obviously, well, that was it. Just hitting a tennis ball. That's all it was. I don't know what the point of the poster was. Anyway, he's gone like, oh, I've got a poster of a woman hitting a tennis ball. I was cracking up inside the whole time. I thought it was hilarious. But, I don't know what you lot seem to think of that, but, mate, I tell you what, at the time, see, the thing is, my sense of humour is more like a ironic, sarcastic sense of humour, where a lot of people don't get it. They think I'm serious all the time. And they thought that I was a serious person, but it ain't true. So I think that's probably one of the funniest the funniest jokes I've ever pulled that's been funny to me. I think it was one of them things where you had to be me to find it funny. I was sitting there earlier on, and it come into my head. I can't remember, something sprung it into my head, and I'm sitting there, I'm cracking up, pissing myself laughing, and excuse me. And I thought to myself, that's a story I've got to tell. But the thing is, a lot of the old friends, see, none of them friends in that group talk to me anymore, because I suppose we've all grown up, all gone out of our group as such. But, you know, is it a wonder? All the wind-ups and things. Is it a wonder? There's been plenty of times when we were out driving and I was like, there's police around the corner, and then I would be hiding in the bloody car park thinking there's police around the corner. There weren't no police around the corner. I'm sitting there cracking up. Oh, well, it's been an hour and they're still hiding around the corner because they think there's police around that corner. So, if you played any tricks like that, and even the ones where you had to be there to find it funny, you know, put it in the comments or make a video of it or whatever, and I'll catch you in the next one, dudes. And if I can think of any other funny stories, I'll put them up, because you asked me for the stories. I don't reckon. I reckon they all probably just thought that I was just a liar, which kind of true, because it was a lie. But it was a funny one for me anyway. I had a whole email and everything. They thought what I should have done. I'll tell you what I could have done to make that better. I could have got someone that they didn't know, like a random person, like a friend of mine, but they didn't know, a girl or a woman, like older age, and made her pretend to be Sandy, to, you know, and just say, oh, I'm going for a meeting with this woman from Channel 4 because they want me to go on this programme, you know. Then I could have met her and be like, well, you know, that would have been more realistic. But the email was just, that made it a bit realistic, but I could have made it better. If I was doing it nowadays, I would make it better. I'd do just that. And then probably what I'd do is I'd get someone to follow me around with a camera and pretend that they're filming me for like a piece of a programme, like an audition or something. That's what I'd probably do. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next one, dudes. Take care, won't you? I'm going to go and service my Land Rover now. I've got a Land Rover Discovery. I'm going to go and give it a service because it needs an oil change and everything like that. So I'll catch you later. You lot take care, won't you?